Ruby began submitting applications for the Idol auditions. She continued on and passed all the examinations for the auditions, but she is consistently turned down for the interviews. She notified her buddies about the audition after finishing her interview for the Idol audition and was certain that she would do well this time and be chosen by the agency. Her friends also compliment her for being a talented dancer and singer in addition to having a lovely look. Ruby leaves to her house after hearing these motivating remarks since she wants to succeed her mother Ai as a top idol. She reflects about her mother Ai, who was murdered by an obsessed stalker 10 years ago, as well as her recollections from a prior life as she makes her way back to her house. She was born into a poor family and spent much of her life as a sick patient who could not walk on her own in the hospital. Despite everything, she still looked up to Ai and considered her legend, because of her beauty and singing prowess. She made the wish to have the appearance of Ai before passing away in the hospital, and as a result, she was reincarnated as Ai's kid. After arriving at her house, she declares that the years she spent supporting Ai and being her daughter were the greatest of her life and vows to carry out her mother's final desire. She is abruptly interrupted by her brother Aqua, who advises her to concentrate on her forthcoming school exams rather than chasing idolism. Ruby said sarcastically that she wouldn't have to study anymore once she becomes famous. But Aqua tells her that while he has no issue with her being an idol, she would receive nothing from doing so. He claims that idols' incomes are extremely low, they leave the profession before age 30, and more significantly, fans are always interested in what happens in their daily life. This suggests that only a small number of idols actually succeed in the business, with the majority choosing to pursue alternative careers. Ruby, hearing this, aggressively responded to his comment, adding that if she concerns about cost and return, she won't end up like her mother. Ruby said that her brother had changed following the death of her mother, and had become a depressing guy who did not want to have any pleasure in his life. Not only Aqua, but she also disclosed that following Ai's passing away, the Strawberry Productions altered as Miyako took over the company and Ichigo dropped communication. Due to this occurrence, komachi split up after 2 years and Strawberry Productions no longer has an idol division. The following day, Ruby requested that Miyako cast her in her agency as an idol. Miyako refused, telling Ruby that the dreams that Ai had shown them would never come true, since miracles only occur once. When Miyako asks Ruby about the results of her most recent audition, the agency calls her right away to let her know that she was not chosen for the idol program, and that they were anticipating her application for the next year. When she heard this sad news, Ruby broke down in tears since she would not be able to grant her mother's final request. Miyako encouraged her by pointing out that there is a lot of politics going on these days, and that people don't always judge others' skills fairly. At the director's house, the director compliments Aqua on his acting skills for deceiving his twin sister while also admitting that Aqua was responsible for her exclusion from the idol program because he had previously sent the agent a message from her phone indicating that she had withdrawn from the competition. Since she had a nice face and wonderful singing skills like Ai, Aqua was questioned what would happen if she received an offer from an agency. He said that he would do anything it took to keep her out of this idol lifestyle, since he did not want his sister to become like his mother. The following day, a guy approached Ruby and handed her his business card, before telling her that she was sought for underground idol bands. She told her brother and Miyako this news and expressed her joy at having finally come of time and being able to achieve her mother's ambitions. Aqua is shocked by this and urges Miyako to stop Ruby from pursuing this job. Miyako responds that when I passed away, she raised Ruby as her daughter and made a pledge to provide for her happiness and to help her achieve her goals. She then begs Aqua to let her be anyone she wants to be, because she resembles Ai and has the skills necessary to succeed in the business. When Aqua heard this, he took the business card representing her agency and left silently. He then offered a cutie to visit Strawberry Productions, who was already employed by the same agency, that gave the opportunity to his sister to get a job in one of their idol groups. Aqua decided to extend an offer of employment to the girl at Strawberry Productions and inquired about the company she is now employed by, because he wanted to learn more about it and see whether it would be a suitable fit for Ruby. The girl reveals to him that in addition to receiving a tiny payment for participating in each concert, she also receives commissions for posing for pictures with fans. However, she had to pay for her outfits, cosmetics, and travel costs. As a result, her monthly income is only about 100 yen. She tells him, among other things, that the idol group's boss likes girls and favors some and push promotions at them. Ruby should not be doing this work, therefore Aqua made the decision to prevent her from joining the company and requested Miyako's assistance. The following day, as Ruby prepared for her visit day at the idol agency, Miyako questioned her about her plans to become an idol, because the location she was going to was full of cruel guys who may make her feel frustrated. Ruby reveals her plans and declares that she would stop at nothing to realize her ambition of being famous like her mother. To her surprise, Miyako informs her that she doesn't belong in this filthy agency and urges her not to join. Instead, she invited her to join her at Strawberry Productions, where a brand new idol group is now being assembled for the first time in more than 10 years. Ruby was taken aback by this, so she gladly accepted her offer and signed an exclusive contract with Strawberry Productions, declaring that she became theirs and that if she tried to contact any other agency, she would be held legally liable. Later, Aqua visited the director at his home, where he was met by his mother, who urged him to wake up her son on her behalf. After a long night of work, Aqua volunteered to help the director with his video editing. The director chose to include Aqua on his production crew after learning that he is still in middle school and is not yet legally allowed to work. Aqua offered a tough response when questioned about his sister finally becoming an idol, but the director joked that both of the siblings are now in the entertainment industry. Aqua went on to say that because of his repeated rejections from playing roles, he prefers to work behind the scenes in films or television shows. Aqua also claimed that, when remembering his mother, the sole reason he wanted to work behind the scenes was to track out his father and subject him to the suffering his mother had gone through, as these individuals had frequent contact with the performers. He then informed the director that performers are individuals who put in a lot of effort and attract audiences to see their performances. But because he is not one of them and has no unique abilities like AI, it is best not to hang on to aspirations that are outside of his capabilities. Angered by this, the director warned him not to give up on his aspirations since he was still in middle school, and advised him to pay close attention to the words he was about to speak, because he wouldn't be able to repeat them. The lunch is ready, and his mother expecting them at the lunch table, she dashes into the director's room before the director can say his words. The director was upset by this, since they were going to have a crucial conversation, and he urged his mother not to disturb them again. The director advised him to believe in his abilities and aspirations when his mother left, but Aqua tells him that he lacks his mother's skills and capabilities. The director then retracts his comment, explaining that while I was exceptional and magnificent, Aqua cannot ever be like I, nor can she ever be like Aqua. Then he advises him to not abandon his goals just because of a few failures and to wait until all of his available resources have been used before doing so. Before Aqua could ask whether he could realize his mother's ambition of becoming an actor, the director's mother again interrupted their chat and they left to have lunch. Aqua was tentatively trying to inquire if he could achieve his mother's wish. A bit later, Aqua and Ruby both submitted applications to the same high school. However, Aqua was accepted into the general education program while Ruby was accepted into the performing arts program. When Ruby spoke out her brother's name aloud, a passing girl came to confirm it. They were just congratulating each other on getting into Yudo High School, when she interrupted them unexpectedly. The girl identified herself as Kana, the actress alongside him in the movie, when the boy questioned her about her identity. Kana was relieved to see Aqua again since she assumed he had stopped acting. She then invites Aqua to join the Department of Performing Arts alongside her, but Aqua rejects, saying he is going to the Department of General Education. And that's the end of the video. Please tell me your opinion and like the video. Take care, and stay tuned for the next episode.